Yo, yo, yo! Okay, so, this is my second take of this video because the first one I forgot to mention a few things. I'm going over where I'm going, in Japan, how it's working, my host family, and my school. So, first is how I'm getting there. I'm going with 4 students from the United States. I'm leaving Monday, August 22nd, 6:15 in the morning from Madison, Wisconsin to O'Hare in Chicago, and then to San Francisco, all the way on the West Coast. I have a huge amount of packing left. I'm sticking to 1 suitcase because last time the 2 suitcases in Tokyo train station were just such a hassle because in Japan they have blind railings on the floor and they're about like this high, these bumps. So frustrating when you try to put a suitcase through it. You need like both hands around. Anyway, so I'm 4 people from America who are joining the rest of YFU, Youth for Understanding, exchange students in Japan at the youth hostel. For 3 days, we're going to be studying Japan, learning about school, stuff like that. I've already done exchange in Japan in summer of 2009. It was all American students, so it's a lot different. It's going to be very interesting because I've never had this much work with international students being in the same situation. I've worked with a lot of host students, exchange students. They're like my best friends from all around the world. And free housing. If you ever really want to go see the world and want it to be cheap, make a lot of friends from abroad because then you get to stay at their houses for free. I'm flying coach. I've never flown anything from the greater or beyond, and I already know that coach is just where stock animals feel captivated. It's ugh, and I'm taking United Airlines. The food is just horrible. And I know I shouldn't complain because the flight is the same price as when I went last time because it's covered in my fees for the program, but I do not like it at all. It's really bad. But whatever. I mean, I'm gonna land. I'm gonna be super jet lagged. The worst is the elevators, I've noticed. And then 3 days in Tokyo at the youth hostel. Maybe we'll get to go see Meiji Shrine in Harajuku. Last time I was in Harajuku, I wasn't dressed appropriately, and I really want to do like a retake anyway. After that, I'm going to be taking the speedboat train, Shinkansen, to Akishi, Japan, staying with the Hirayama family. Takeo is my host father. He's retired, actually, which I find really interesting, because his wife is company employee, Kyoko, and she's not retired. I'm guessing she's a lot younger than he is. And then they have a daughter who's 16. I don't know her name because they don't really send information to me. So I'm going to have to wait till I get there. I'm going to be going to school in Kobe, and I'm attending Shion High School and Junior High School, which is a all-girls Christian school, Church of England Christian school, I've noticed. And it's going to be very dynamic, you could say. I only attend a public school here in America, very big, 2,700 students, very cramped space. We don't wear uniforms. Nobody wears uniforms where I live. And I've worn the uniform and I've learned to appreciate the uniform, but these uniforms are even different for Japanese standards. High school girls typically don't wear dresses. And even if I want to wear, like, even my coat is part of the uniform. And high school girls actually wear long coats, which is just even weirder. Everything has to have my school symbol on it, including the socks and my bag and my cardigan. So I'm going to have a very interesting time dealing with that. I was sort of hoping I was going to make some guy friends, and hopefully I will. I don't know if my interests are going to be met while I'm there. I need to work on art, because I'm planning on going to art school. I really want to study animation. Other than that, I'm also interested in languages and international studies. I love studying the world, and I wouldn't mind working for an embassy or for like a international company like Sony and PR. So, we'll see what happens. If you ever have any questions about Japan, feel free to ask. I do know a lot of stuff. I speak Kansai Bantu, so I'm going to already know some of the slang when I go over there, like majide, nande ane, and mecha. If you speak Japanese and are curious what that means, I can tell you what it is. I know I'm going to stand out. I know I'm going to lose weight. I know I'm going to do a lot of fun stuff. And I know I'm going to miss my dogs like crazy. Hopefully my host family has a pet. Hopefully I find a pet. Hopefully I find a little kid. I really like little kids. I've worked my ass off this past year for my spending money in Japan. Japan is a very, very expensive country. I mean, you are charged by how far you go on transit, and before I had a 45-minute commute to my school, 30 minutes of it was on my bicycle. And if it rained, I had to take a 500 yen bus that took just as long to go to a different train station. That is the most expensive buses can be in Japan, and it's horrible. Now, trains, if you're going from one city, so like say I'm going from Osaka to Kyoto, that's going to cost me around 20 bucks. That's a lot of money. US dollars, by the way, it means bucks. If you're not from America, just to let you know. I have still a lot of stuff to get done. Before I've gone on this college road trip, I'm currently in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of DC. I've done a lot of packing, like my winter clothes, stuff that I might need for a uniform, a bunch of other stuff. I gotta do clean underwear though, I gotta get the rest of the gifts. My mom is crazy at knitting. I mean, she's incredible. She can do loop things over backwards. So I have a lot of really cool gifts. I'm bringing taco mix. I think I'm bringing some pancake mix. Pancakes are really good to make while you're over there. I'm really excited. So I'll see you guys hopefully on the other side, maybe right before I leave and I have some crazy thing going through my head. I'm going to be posting stuff about the crazy adventures I'm running into, both in the United States and Japan. It'll be hopefully a little insight on reverse culture shock and culture shock. I've experienced reverse culture shock before, and it's just not something to run into ever. It's horrible. But doing this, I know what's going to hit me, and I accept that. And that's the most important thing. If you're ever going to do something, you need to know about what might happen because of it. And you have to accept it and be willing to take it. I didn't really know that last time, and I felt guilty because I fell in love with my host mother. She was very nice, and I felt bad for my mother because I didn't have the same feelings. I mean, I love my mom here, but completely different verses of love. And so having this relationship is hard. I thought it was embarrassing that, you know, I didn't want my mother to feel jealous. She told me it was a wonderful feeling that I could experience. And so that helped a lot. But still, I know some parents said, we would freak out. But, you know, the world has me on its shoulders, so, including you guys. You're gonna have to deal with my ranting sometimes. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm covered in mosquito bites from DC. I don't know if you know this, but DC has an Asian mosquito infestation. Not very nice. And I'm gonna goof off on YouTube and Hulu for the rest of the night. So I'll see you guys later. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, I know a lot of things about applying to art colleges because I'm going through it. Japan especially. Any exchange questions, feel free to ask. I've gone loops over bounds. I know all these different organizations and how they all run because I've interacted with all of them. I'm going with YFU, Youth for Understanding. It's for the fall semester. I'll be coming back January 22nd. No, January 12th, excuse me. I'm leaving August 22nd. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.